that's so what she's gonna do is because her body is starting to feel like it's gonna collapse. She's gonna use some of that meth to propel herself along just a little further and pack up. And she's like, you know what? She's accepted. She's not gonna like beg and grovel. Once they start packing up, she's like, like standing next to them packing up. Like it's probably like the three of them all kind of basically moving out kind of silently. And she's, I don't know, like I imagine that she has some kind of cash stored away of some sort, not like much, but I don't know. I mean, who knows, right? Like,
well, I think that my impression, my reading of the initial story was that she didn't have enough to do her next thing. Like that was what she wanted,
right.
that to get the score so that she
Right.
could do the next big thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because I've been describing her wearing like ratty clothes and stuff, so she probably
Right.
doesn't have. She has like the vestiges of a rich life, but not like the ability to continue it. So, oh, this is bad because she's got a okay. Yeah, she's grabbing any kind of old jewelry she has and all that stuff and packing that up
To
to
the
pawn.
very last, the last of the last at this
Yeah,
point. Yeah,
exactly. Anything that she can pawn off, she's grabbing. And just a couple changes of clothes, and then she's got to get going because she's probably starting to feel like she's gonna pass out.
Okay.
So she's gonna try to go, like I don't know, I guess find like a motel to sleep in.
Oh, nice.
So that she can,
Well, Willie was staying at that great place.
I've got a recommendation for you.
Yeah, maybe she goes there. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's reasonable. Or like, that's like a place in the city that like she'd know that she can hide out at.
Off in the East End, I believe.
East End, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I think she's heading there.
I forget, did she have her own car? Or is her car left? Did she have a car and left it over at?
Yeah, I think she had a car and it's probably somewhere
over by Zag's place.
Yeah, so it's probably been towed and is now she can't go get that. Like she probably doesn't have enough money to go claim it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know how that works. I never had my car towed, but
yeah, that's basically yes.
It is elaborate, annoying, and involves a great deal of identification.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no way she's just gonna have to. I imagine she has enough money for one more taxi, but you can tell me. I mean, I don't know how much money this guy had in his wallet.
He had I think he had a couple. I think he had like around $150.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's mine.
So yeah, she's gonna take another taxi and go. Yeah, to this motel to sleep.
Okay. That sounds good. And so then we can kind of figure out what it looks like getting her settled in there. But Willie is back at the, kind of so we can catch up with Willie. And we ended with him managing to snoop around and find and use the computer and cross-reference things and find some pictures and kind of put things together. Mm-hmm. I had felt that maybe I had rushed things a little bit, but then I actually listened to the recording again. I felt better after listening to the recording. I was like, okay, that seemed pretty good. And so I think that he has that insight. He's made some of the connections. You're in the middle of that snooping around piece though, or you're in some phase of it when you hear then W and the voice of Lee kind of talking, they're coming back in, so you have enough warning to like not be snooping around when they get there. That's just kind of what I'm saying. Like you're not in any danger there.
Yeah. I also tried to, I'm not sure how, okay. It's probably not that relevant given what you just said, but I had tried as well to arrange my snooping so that it looked like looked legitimate, right? I mean, and not without some cause, but yeah, you're right. I did have to go like open boxes in other rooms and stuff. Yeah. Totally get that. So anyway, I've done my best to cover that up as I guess part of that successful role. So I am actually in pretty good shape. The next step might be really, really dumb in some ways. Okay, first of all, I was brought here in the morning. Obviously, the exact travels of Detective Church are not entirely clear to me, but I'm pretty sure they're clear to you. So,
Yes.
so I have been here for a while, and now it's probably time to put my stuff in the promised bedroom and sort of get something to eat and sort of behave naturalistically a little bit and try to dope out a little bit about telecommunications. What, you know, what am I able to do? Am I able to use a telephone? Am I able to move around
Oh, yeah,
freely?
yeah.
I want to establish my way of life here.
Okay,
And what I
okay.
am and am not allowed to do. I mean, do they keep me locked up in a room? Do I have the run of the place? What in between do I is it sort of nobody really seems to be very clear, and I guess I'll make use of that if possible. If nobody
Yeah,
told me not to go wander around, well then, right?
yeah, yeah. That makes sense. So I think that uh l- so so Lee and W come back, and W will and kind of Lee kind of gives you like gives you again the side of a very suspicious look, but he then is going to go off and he's got stuff to do. So Lee is going to go and kind of leaving you back in the hands of W. W seems pretty shaken by whatever has gone on just now, whatever he's dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
But he's able to kind of show you where where your room is going to be, and as long as it's just W there, like you quickly find out that he trusts you, and there doesn't seem to be
He seems
keeping.
pretty amiable and chatty. So
Yeah,
I'll
it,
just keep up being
you know,
pleasant, give him some positive feedback.
there's phones there. There are phones. They seem to be working. Like, would you have known? Like Lee was on the phone, so yeah. I mean, so you might have even seen Lee, making a phone call before he left.
Excellent. Okay.
Not to.
Okay.
So there's phones there. Uh, and yeah, like once Lee's out of there, W is sort of not whether someone told them to keep tabs on you, and he's just not in his capabilities or nature to do so, or whether no one did
Right.
that, it's hard to say.
Right. I
But
get that. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to uh, take a little bit. This is and ease my aching conscience. I'm going to get on the phone with somebody at the bank, my bank, which
okay,
when I got my deposits from work there. Um, and I don't remember anything terrible ever happening to my bank account or anything like that. Not that it's very big, but I'm going to send $200 to the care of Frank at that hotel, hoping that he is still there. It's been I don't know, 48 hours or more or something like that. But,
Yeah.
he was in town. So I'm going to see if I can get do whatever legwork is necessary to see if I can get, this money delivered to this guy, some sort of check, courier, something like
yeah,
that, taken over there. You know what? I promised him a big haul. I'm sending 1,000.
ah,
I
wow,
promised him a haul,
okay.
and he's and it's like it worked, man. Something like that is the message.
uh Trying to right yourself karmically,
I don't know if
maybe.
Willie's thinking quite that fully, but
Eh?
let's just say that he's cast himself as a bit of a good guy.
Okay. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
how much this is just a sort of fancy of the moment is a good question, but he's at the moment he's like, well, the good guy would do this, wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it is really a conscience a bit, this time.
I like that.
But
Okay.
right now he's like, well, this is good, I mean, I don't have to snoop around. I mean, I don't have to slink around all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
these are the people who are
And
chasing me, so okay, right? I mean, and he feels really good about having put it over on church. Just loves it. Just that was like the best thing that ever happened to him. So, in that case, let's do a little more. I don't know if that's worth a roll or not. But I mean, he's not like stealing from Zag, after all. I'm
no, I
expecting
think
payment
that's
from Zag to fill it in,
right.
but I'm not. But I'm not.
I don't think that.
Yeah.
I think you can. There's no uncertainty there. I think that works out. The other kind of just the naturalistic stuff about this place, the in terms of like eating and kind of the meals and stuff, um, it's again that it could, if it was like operating full scale, it could be this sort of like almost cafeteria catering, like
I
really
get
putting
it.
on.
Yeah.
But it's just like now using just like a tiny fraction of that stuff, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
one of these nice big almost like industrial like or like restaurant type kitchens, and like the you open the big beautiful refrigerator, and it's like
right. Got mayo in it. Yeah.
bachelor
Yeah.
like
I got
bachelor
it.
pad.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
So I'll
But no,
have to do a
W
little.
says you can have any of my stuff. Like W is like, oh, and he'll say like we go to the put it on the list, like there's put it on the list if you want me to get anything next time I'm at the store.
Right. I got it. Okay. So,
That type of thing.
being a crappy little bachelor himself, Willie's list fits right on with the rest. Oh, look, yeah, they got this. Okay, yeah, good list. 2 times, right? Put it times 2 next to a couple of those things.
Yeah.
Fits right in.
Yeah.
Their shit. So, in that case, I think, in fact, that list would be pretty amusing to see. But I don't want to waste my time here or waste your time. I want now to act.
Okay.
Point is what to do. I found out a bunch, right? But it's still just my witnessy word here. Still just my witnessy word. Why on earth would Zag let a serial killer run loose and go to all this trouble? Like, it's gotta be. There's one more bit here, and then I'm gonna do something super fucking drastic. So
okay.
So basically, I've still got to make this. I've still got to investigate. I've still got to investigate, and I am really starting to. I mean, after a fine morning of being a heroic dude sending money to Frank, and a fine morning, running over the scene with church for the 18th time in my head, and after a little bit, and then I'm like, oh no. I am right in the middle of cultist, thieves, and killers.
Yeah.
I am like right in a fucking nest of them. And they can do whatever they want to me out here. And I mouthed off to Zag. Right? I mean,
You've mouthed off to Zag, among others.
And well, I mean, I know, hey, just fitting in with Lee there. So yeah, I'm starting to feel that whole running scared, sensation. It's creepy crawling on me. So I'm gonna I don't think I don't think Willie is capable of playing the long game. It's just not
It's
his way. So
yeah.
so like, embedding himself and being there for weeks and stuff like that, that's tough for him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I am saying I already just used it's time to figure things out. Okay. Um okay, I am going to do the best I can. I am going to do the absolute best I can to fit in, to play the long game, to do that stuff, right? I'm going to try
Okay.
to just embed and pick up what I can, right? I did a really good job picking up stuff, but now I know the right questions to ask. I want to know what
Okay.
this Julian does. I want to know more about, like, why would Zag, this place is a dump. I mean,
Yeah.
this is not, Mr. Success coasting from, successful cult celebrity to mayor. How can he become mayor? Where's the what? Is there some other office that I don't know about? It's maybe he has a
Well, you
maybe he
would.
has a maybe he has a fancy penthouse in the city. That would make
Yes.
sense.
Well, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I
Yeah, and
speculate.
you do
Right.
know Willie, or sorry, W would have told Willie that there is the political campaign offices back in the city.
Right, the campaign office I get, and I'm thinking just
Yeah.
amusingly to speculate that,
Right.
gee, I bet he has a penthouse apartment or something,
Yeah. Okay.
right? And so, fine. You know what? I'm gonna try and be good Willie. I'm gonna be good
Okay.
little cult Zag do boy Willie. I'm gonna be just fine, and that's why it's gonna be super hard for me. And I think I want to roll.
So, apart from W, everyone is against you here.
Well,
So,
and not only that, but I just took a very helpful pill. Get me nice
yeah.
and alert for this.
So, I'll give you one die, and
How about a trait? Can I pick one? Of course I can.
yes, of course. Yeah.
Everything he does screws up everything.
Oh,
else.
nice. Perfect.
Seems like when he's trying to do his
This is great if
he's
it
trying to
works
do the
either
strategy,
way. It's
right?
perfect.
He's trying to do his strategy.
Perfect.
And so there you go. And I've got 2 pool dice. I've got these 3 dice. Oh, it's so painful. I'm going to put in 1 pool die. So I'm rolling 4.
Okay.
Ooh, ouch.
This is hard.